Hi everyone, it's Delisha back with another video, and today I'm going to be straightening and trimming my hair. It's been a while since I've straightened my hair and cut it, but it's been super dry lately and I recently washed it a few days ago, so I think now's a good time now that I kind of really don't have anything else to do. So I don't really have a hair routine, which is something I definitely need to get into, especially all my people who have 4C hair. You know, you're supposed to have a routine, and I am lacking. I am failing horribly on that aspect. I know I'm trying to get better, but I figured I would just mention the stuff that I use on my hair right now, which I'm not endorsing them in any way. I just got these from Walmart in an effort to try them out just to see how they would go, because it says that it's for dry and brittle hair. But I have the Maui Moisture Hair Care line. I got their shampoo, the hemp seed oil one, because it's for dry and brittle hair, and I also have their shampoo, and I got these from Walmart and they're super cheap. I'd say so far, because I've used it for a few different washes. I don't wash my hair that frequently. It's maybe about once a month, if that. I really don't touch my hair. As you probably can see, as how it hasn't really transgressed much over these past few videos. So I don't really use many products or anything like that on a daily basis or a weekly consistent basis. I know that I'm supposed to, but so far these hemp seed oil shampoo conditioner combo over the past few washes, I'd say it's okay. I wouldn't say it's like revolutionary, and my hair's like extremely soft after and like, oh my god, flowing in the wind. Like when my hair is wet, I wish I would have taken a clip when I washed it the other day. I was thinking about it and I just didn't do it. But my hair is down to here, which you will see when I straighten it out and everything. And when it's wet, it's so soft when it's wet, and the curl pattern is like this nice wave coil situation going on, completely different than my head when it's dry. And I know that moisturizing and everything might help bring out that curl pattern more when it's dry, but I just really love my hair when it's wet, because it's like all down the back and flowing and beautiful and everything. So to start, again, since I don't have a routine, I don't really have that many products, so I will just use what I have and what I've been using, which I know, again, I need to switch it up and get more things suited for my 4C hair, but right now it is what it is. So I like to use the L'Oreal Paris Extraordinary Oil Serum. Now, this bottle, which you see has about this much left in it, is about 6 years old. I know I have a problem. Shelf life on it says 18 months. I've had it for 6, and I don't know, it kind of still works for me. If it just because like the shelf life says to get rid of it because of XYZ. I mean, if it's still working, I'm gonna keep using it, which is a bad habit. Do not follow me if you care about various things in your life, such as makeup and all that. But I haven't built up that respect yet. It just, I don't know. It works, so I'm gonna use it. So I just put like a little, like 2 little things, drops on, and I'm just gonna do this kind of more of like a heat protectant. And I know that's not necessarily what it's for. It says that it is for dry hair, adding a shine, and add for some styling, some finish touches. I kind of just use it to help put a barrier between my hair and 2 more pumps there, between my hair and the flat iron. So I just kind of make sure each spot is kind of coated. And then as I go on, I will surely make sure the individual strands get where they need to be. So I also have had this flat iron for years. It is the Revlon, I think it's one of those ion ones. It's years old, so I'm not really sure what the exact name of this is, but it is the Revlon one, and I just keep it clean every time I use it, so it hasn't stopped working. I'm good. This one isn't in like the degrees, like I know a lot of the newer ones are, like the 300, 350. This one's got like 20, 25. I put it generally about 20, because lower is not going to get through these kinks and coils, and higher just kind of burns my hairs because I don't use heat on it often. I really don't. Like, I don't do anything to my hair. I just let it be, and I'm really trying to change that up. I want to get into a new routine, new habits. So I think the start of that is me washing my hair a few days ago and then straightening it out and trimming it. A problem that I have a lot is that whenever I trim my hair, the new ends from wherever I cut kind of seem just as fried as the ends that I just cut off, which is weird because I don't use heat on my hair like ever. So it's like, why is it still all damaged and broken? So my sister, who went to cosmetology school, suggested that I trim my hair like every 6 weeks until I don't need to do that anymore. I will try. So this is my start of that. We'll see how it goes. So I'm just going to take a small section of each part of my hair because I don't want it to be like crazy large. And I kind of start on the sides and I kind of work my way in like this direction, and then I go up a little bit and work around. That's just the process that I've managed to come up with for straightening my hair over the years. It works for me. So I got a little section here. I could, use the comb to get it more precise, but to me it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to use the wide part of this because I've got like some coils and kinks at the end. And it's pretty dry, so that's why I like add in that oil, because it gives it a little shine also when I straighten it out. So if you have super dry hair, as you probably know, you want to start at the tips and make sure that that's completely detangled before working your way up. You don't want to drag knots from up here down. You want to work from the bottom up. So this is certainly going to take me a while, so I won't make you guys sit through all of this, but I just wanted to show you that I'm making sure that these curls and coils are gone before I work my way up. I'm going to switch to the smaller side, triple make sure that we are good to go on the detangle. See, it's kind of getting caught at the end because I have a lot of split ends. As you can see up here, it's super dry, which again is my fault because I don't really take care of much, but I know I'm going to be cutting a lot of this off anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. So I will just go through the one strand to show you guys exactly how I do this. And then as I do get these knots up here, I just I don't force it down. I kind of lift up a little bit and just pull it down. So I'm trying to hopefully get you guys where you can see it so that it's not dragging it down. It's like almost like picking it out, which I could use a pick. If you guys know any good pick companies that you really like, please let me know in the comments down below, because I could use a pick. That's something that I'd probably use a lot more than like the comb or brush that I have. Okay, see, and it's getting much easier Let's pull it out, but you can see it's very dry all the way through. Very coily. Let's see, it's taken me a while just to do this one strand. It's crazy, but it's kind of what I gotta deal with while I'm letting that flat iron heat up. I would like to get more into like hair masks and deep conditioning and getting a wash day routine and all that. Like, I watched so many videos of other people doing that. I don't know why. I just haven't invested. Like, I have the time, especially right now with not really working. I am going back to work, which is something that I mentioned in my last video that I wasn't sure if I was going to do or not, but I kind of have no choice at this point, so I will be going back to work. Yay. So I'll have like more money to buy all these products, but I have tried to do like at-home masks and stuff that I've seen other people, like recipes and stuff, like on Pinterest, to use like egg whites and avocados, olive oil, all that sort of stuff. I've made those sort of masks and stuff before, but for some reason my hair is always still so dry. I'm gonna add another pump fresh to this section here that's now combed out. And I know it doesn't look too like super combed out, like you can still see that there's clumps and everything, but as I rake my hair through, it is mainly combed out. I've used like those masks and stuff, and my hair still feels dry after, so I don't understand. I know it's like something you gotta do consistently, but I don't know, it does, like any conditioner that I use, any of them, my hair is so dry after. I've tried to let like this conditioner, the hemp seed one, sit in my hair for like hours after I've gotten out of the shower, and I mix it with some Jamaican black castor oil. I have Sunny Isle. I like to mix that in with the conditioner in the shower, but sometimes I'll mix it with that and then let it sit on my head underneath a shower cap for a few hours to soften up the hair and everything. But then when I go to rinse it out, after I've let it sit, it's dry again. So I don't understand. Okay, I'm just making sure that this is super combed out. Again, using it like a pick so that it doesn't drag all of this, all these knots that are accumulating at the bottom. It does take a long time to do my hair. That's probably also why I don't do it. This is such a hassle. Look how long it's taken to do this one section. Insane. Okay. So I've got it straightened out enough. So I will now separate this again. And I like to do super small pieces. So I've got that straightened out. Don't have any clips, but I like to use bobby pins to kind of keep the hair separated when I do straighten it. And the other problem that I have when I'm straightening my hair is that I sweat during this whole process of the combing out and the holding my arms up and everything. Like, my arms get tired and I sweat really bad. So at the roots, after I just straightened it, like, the rest of the hair will be straight and my roots will start to coil up again because I'm sweating and there's moisture. Don't we live a fun life? Okay. So I just kind of hold it a few seconds at the root and then pull it through. And I do 2 passes. I know a lot of hair gurus are like screaming at me right now, don't do multiple passes, but I have to because the coils did not get out the first time. Now I know that you're supposed to use a comb while you're doing that to kind of like make sure it's straightened through so you're not worried about the coils and everything. Again, like, see how far down. The last time I straightened my hair and cut it, I made sure all the pieces were like equivalent to like right here, all around my head. But you're supposed to comb it while you're doing that so that it isn't just flattening coils, that it's actually straightening my hair. But look at how fried those ends look. They're like all a mess. They're a mess. And again, it's so weird because I don't use heat. I don't. Okay, I'm going to do this again. And again, I'm just gonna do this one piece demonstration for you guys. You don't have to sit through my whole head, but I will come back after all of it is done and kind of show you what it looks like once it's all straightened. And then I'll cut it. I'm not gonna cut it down in little sections because then it'll be so uneven, and I want it to be straight. So see these roots here, even though I can comb through it much easier now that it's straightened, you can see there's still so many kinks and coils directly at the root. And if anyone has professional hair advice, please, your girl will take it. I really will love my hair down my back. That's my goal. I love all these women with these long, luscious hair, especially like the 4C ones who manage to grow it down their back. Ooh, girl, goals, your goals. Props to you, queen. Okay, because it's a struggle, honey. I've just always been into long hair, so that is my goal. And I'm gonna hit it one more time. I know, I'm sorry to all the hair specialists dying inside at my videos. Okay, and I know it's not supposed to smoke. I am well aware. So I shouldn't have put that much oil on and then strain it, because I know it kind of fries it a little bit. But this is where we're at lengthwise. So I'm going to complete my head and then I will get back to you guys.
1 hour later.
Okay, so I just wanted to check back in. This is the hour or so mark, and this is how far I've gotten. I've done all of the bottom of the back. Again, still super dry and frizzy, but I will cut again a lot of that off, and as you can see, the length on either side. This last time I cut it, I tried to get it all evenly about here, all the way around my whole head. As I straighten all this and it comes down, I cut everything to here. So I will finish up the rest of my head and get back to it.
2 hours later.
Alright guys, I have finished my full head. It's been a lot. It's been about 2.5 hours since I first started this. I did take like a little 5-minute break in there, but it's been like non-stop. And as you can see, this is like how my hair is for like a ponytail. The length kind of touches the back of the neck, but we're about to cut all that off. So I did just try to comb out as much knots as I could, because there were still some after straightening it and everything, and I used my detangler brush. I love this thing. I want to try out like the easy detangler that I've seen on like Instagram and various places, but for now, that's what I got, and it works really good compared to like a normal brush. So I'm going to section this, and I'm going to use, here it is. I'm going to use a bobby pin just to hold this side, and I want to get it right down the middle so that when I cut my hair, everything is nice and even, and that is crooked. There we go. Then now it's not the center of my head. You can't win, I swear. Center here. Why is this being the most difficult? Okay, that's center, and then it like goes crooked. Like, do you guys see this? Like, it starts off center and then kind of like leans to the left. Get your life, please. Okay. There we go. Much better. Much better. Now that all of it is straightened, I'm starting to sweat, which means this isn't gonna last long. Again, this is why I don't do this that often, because this is such the struggle for something that's not going to last. Because I sweat it out in 2.2 seconds, and now it's hanging to the right, and I'm so confused on why can I not get this part straight. What is going on? It's not. Ay. Damn it, that's as close as it's gonna get. Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty straight on camera. Telling you, in the mirror, this is a lie. So we're going to straighten all the way back in there. I cannot make any promises for how the back is going to look. I hope it's not a mess. Again, see, I'm able to go through this much more quickly now. And as you can kind of see where I'm gonna need to cut it as I like comb it out, as it gets towards the end, it gets super thin, like, and I'd say like here. That's like where I need to cut to get all these dead ends off. And I've got my lion mane out here looking crazy on the internet. Okay, so I'm going to do, I'm gonna start on this side. This is the side I started on last time. So we're gonna take this half and we're gonna twist it up. Actually, I could probably cut it like this. Yeah. Crazy fried those ends are. I'm just gonna twist this up just so it's out of the way. I know all the hair gurus are crying at how horrible this whole situation is going. I know, I am sorry. And I'm gonna section this part. It's so much easier to just do it with my finger. Section this part into two, so it's like front half and back half. And I'm going to put that up into a bobby pin as well, so that I'm working with much smaller sections. So I want to make sure I get exactly what is all fried and dead. If you do too big of a section, you might cut off more than you need to. do here is get this out of the way. I'm just gonna tuck it behind this other one that should hold it. Close enough. Okay. So here, again, my hair is down to here, all the way around. So we're going, we're going to just look at these ends since I'm like, I can see them, they're right here. I know right there is not having it. Just a bunch of shreds. And let's see, the new ends. Not sure if you guys can see how they look. It's the, again, all this looks very fried, but the pieces themselves, there's no split ends that I can see, and I'm like pretty close to this. So maybe like this little piece. Yeah, so there's no, so again, we went from like here to, where is it at about now? We're just cutting it at this point, so I'm just going to work around my whole head, trying to look at as many pieces directly as possible instead of just going off of the frizz, because that's gonna lie to me. There's no split ends here, so that's good. Now onto this piece. I'm gonna say it starts getting crazy about here. And I'm sure, as you guys could tell, me straightening my natural hair did not leave it silky smooth up against the skin as it would be like if I had it relaxed and were to straighten it. Get a little bit more off these ends here. I'm gonna try to pull it straight. Oh, starting, can't keep it in a little bundle. Just like that. There. And again, this is gonna be a hot mess all over. I am well aware. Just trying to literally just get off the split ends. That's my main goal here. I can worry about styling it later. I just want to make sure there's no split ends in here. No, those ends, they're on point. It just overall looks fried, looks poofy, looks a mess, but as long as the ends themselves are good, I'm good. So as I work through these sections, I want to keep them separated from the parts that I haven't cut because I don't want to accidentally cut them even shorter. So I'm going to put this in a bobby pin. And again, I know how, and from the distance or even up close, how like fried this kind of looks. But it is cut pretty sheer with no issues. So we're gonna twist that into its own little section so that I don't accidentally cut any more off of this. There, so that'll be there. It's super soft now. Super soft compared to like the ends over here. They're like, you can tell they're like frizzy fried almost. Again, even though I don't use heat on my hair like that, it feels fried or super damaged, but this feels super soft, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so I'm going to continue the rest of my head, and I will show where the length is at after I cut everything. Okay, so I have completed trimming off all the dead ends. So I kind of didn't go based off of like a certain length that I wanted to be at. I just separated it into different sections and then just cut off whatever felt dead, and all of the new ends now feel extremely soft. I had to cut it super short along my edges and the back because it was super dead and dry, but that's fine. I'll just cut it off. It's in the back of the head. Oh well. Kind of this whole situation is an oh well to me. The last time that I cut my hair, I did it again to that length so that it was even all the way across, whether that got all the dead hair off or not. But this time I'm like, we're not doing that. We are going to focus on the dead ends. We are getting rid of them. So the length now that all the dead ends are cut, and the ends, they're so soft. They're so soft. Oh, that's exactly what my hair needed, was to be cut. And yeah, I'm not feeling any stringiness. I couldn't really see the hair in the back the same way I could in the front, so I solely went for cutting that based off of feel. So I just kind of took little bunches, and whatever felt like straw or super dead or dry, I just cut that off and focused on what was left. So now, as you can see again here, my hair is still frizzy, but again, it's all crazy soft, even though it's super frizzy. I don't understand. If anyone, again, has any recommendations on how I can keep my hair soft, that would be helpful. But this is, I guess, where the length is now in comparison to before. So it's like a little bob right at the back of my neck compared to down here. So I took some inches off. Didn't expect that to happen, but hey, it is what it is. This side, let's see if it's about even. I feel like it's gonna be generally about even, but I just want to make sure. As you can see, so this side, where's this side? Yeah, see, looking at the camera, it's about even, and I can live with that nice little bob. I'm not gonna worry about trying to straighten it anymore, and I know it looks a mess right now. It's the end of a hair video and my hair looks a mess. Go figure, Delisha. But I'm just going to throw this in a ponytail for the rest of the night because I'm kind of over it. It's been like 3 hours since this adventure started, but I'm glad that I got all the dead ends off. My hair feels much softer than it did before. My main issue, again, that I've had is that every time I cut my dead ends, the new ends feel just as dead because I guess I just wasn't cutting enough. So I definitely got it all this time, and I kind of it's looking crazy, but it's healthy, and that's kind of all that matters. So I will see you guys in the next video. The next time I do a hair anything, I'll try to have it be like my official hair routine once I adopt one, and then that'll be part 4 or whatever number I am at that point of the glow up series. This is just kind of like a little separate extra, just see how I trimmed my hair sort of situation. It's not part of the glow up series in particular. It's just something that needed to be done, and I figured, hey, why not show the world how awful I am at doing my hair and how long it takes me to do something that probably takes other people 20 minutes. So again, end of a hair video, looking crazy, but it's where it currently needs to be lengthwise for its health. Alright guys, I will see you in the next video.